Deep within the heart of South America, shrouded by the mists of time, lie the remnants of a lost world. These are not ruins swallowed by jungles, nor cities lost to the desert sands. These are the echoes of the Jesuit missions. For over a century, these outposts of faith stood as beacons of European civilization amidst the untamed wilds. They were places of learning, of faith and of conflict. The stories of these missions are woven into the very fabric of South American history. They are tales of ambition and idealism, of clashing cultures and enduring legacies. Join us now as we journey back in time to uncover the forgotten world of the Jesuit missions. Our journey takes us to the heart of the Guarani territory, to missions like San Ignacio Miní, Santa Ana, Nuestra Señora de Loreto, and Santa Maria Mayor in modern-day Argentina, and the haunting ruins of São Miguel das Missões in Brazil. These names whisper of a time when the world was a vast and unknown expanse, a time when the echoes of the Renaissance were just beginning to reach the shores of the New World. It was in this era of exploration and discovery that the Society of Jesus, a new order of Catholic priests known as Jesuits, embarked on a mission to bring Christianity to the indigenous people of South America. Their goal was ambitious, their methods controversial, and their impact undeniable. The arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century brought with it a wave of change that would forever alter the Guarani way of life. Driven by a thirst for wealth and conquest, the conquistadors sought gold and silver. They brought diseases that ravaged the indigenous populations, decimating communities and leaving scars on the land. Amidst this devastation, the Jesuit missionaries emerged as a new force. Unlike the conquistadors, the Jesuits aimed to convert the Guarani to Christianity and integrate them into the Catholic Church. Their methods, however, sparked controversy. Believing in the power of education, they sought to transform Guarani society by teaching European customs, languages and beliefs. This clash of cultures, between traditional beliefs and imposed faith, would shape the destiny of the missions and leave an indelible mark on the Guarani people. The Society of Jesus, founded in 1540 by Ignacio of Loyola, was a new breed of religious order. The Jesuits were known for their intellectual rigor, their discipline, and their unwavering commitment to spreading the Catholic faith. They established schools and universities across Europe, challenging the existing intellectual order and earning a reputation for academic excellence. Their missionary zeal led them to the farthest corners of the globe, from the courts of the Mughal emperors in India to the untamed wilderness of the Americas. The Jesuit missions in South America were part of this global expansion of faith. These missions were not merely churches, but self-sufficient communities that aimed to encompass all aspects of Guarani life. They were designed to be havens from the encroaching Spanish settlements, places where the Guarani could live and learn under the protection of the Jesuits. The Jesuits, however, were not driven solely by altruism. They saw in the Guarani a people ripe for conversion, a blank slate upon which they could inscribe the tenets of their faith. This paternalistic approach, while offering protection, also sowed the seeds of future conflict. Further south, along the Uruguay River, rose the mission of Santa Ana. Founded in 1633, it faced its share of challenges. Hostile tribes, wary of the newcomers and their influence, threatened the mission's fragile peace. Yet, the Jesuits persisted, their faith fueling their determination. They understood that building trust with the Guarani was paramount. It was a slow, delicate process, fraught with misunderstandings and cultural clashes. The Jesuits were skilled linguists and quickly set about learning the Guarani language. They created dictionaries and grammars, documenting the intricacies of a language so different from their own. This deep dive into Guarani culture, while driven by the desire to convert, also fostered a grudging respect for the indigenous way of life. The Jesuits recognized the deep connection the Guarani had with their environment, their reverence for the natural world. The Guarani, for their part, struggled to reconcile their traditional beliefs with the teachings of Christianity. The concept of a single God in heaven seemed abstract compared to their animistic worldview, where spirits inhabited every rock, tree and river. The Jesuits, convinced of their own righteousness, saw these beliefs as mere superstition, obstacles to be overcome in their quest to save souls. As the 17th century progressed, the Jesuits pushed further into Guarani territory, establishing new missions and expanding their sphere of influence. Nuestra Señora de Loreto, founded in 1610, emerged as one of the most prosperous missions. Located in the heart of the Guarani homeland, Loreto became a center of agricultural production, its fields yielding bountiful harvests of maize, cotton and yerba mate. Santa Maria Maya, founded in 1626, followed a similar trajectory. Blessed with fertile land and a strategic location along a trade route, it quickly grew into a hub of economic activity. The Jesuits, skilled organizers and administrators, introduced European farming techniques and livestock, transforming the Guarani from hunter-gatherers into settled agriculturalists. This transformation, however, came at a cost. The traditional Guarani way of life, so deeply intertwined with the rhythms of nature, was irrevocably altered. The once nomadic people, accustomed to moving freely through the forest, were now bound to the land, their lives dictated by the agricultural calendar. Convinced of the superiority of European civilization, the Jesuits saw this transformation as progress, a necessary step on the road to salvation. The Guarani, however, experienced this shift in different ways. Some embraced the stability and security offered by the missions, finding solace in the structured routine and the promise of eternal life. Others chafed under the strict rules and regulations imposed by the Jesuits, longing for the freedom of their former lives. The missions, once seen as havens, were increasingly perceived as gilded cages, places where traditional ways of life were suppressed in the name of religion and progress. The encounter between the Guarani and the Jesuits was a complex and often contradictory affair. It was a clash of cultures, a meeting of two worlds separated by an ocean of beliefs and traditions. The Jesuits, driven by their unwavering faith and a profound sense of their own cultural superiority, sought to mold the Guarani in their own image. They saw themselves as benevolent patriarchs, guiding the indigenous people towards enlightenment and salvation. The Guarani responded to this cultural onslaught with a mixture of curiosity, skepticism and resistance. They were drawn to the new technologies and knowledge brought by the Europeans, but also wary of the Jesuits' motives and their insistence on abandoning traditional beliefs. This tension, this delicate dance between acceptance and resistance, played out in every aspect of mission life. Music became one of the most powerful expressions of this cultural exchange. The Jesuits introduced the Guarani to European musical instruments and liturgical music. The Guarani infused these foreign sounds with their own musical traditions, creating a unique and hauntingly beautiful hybrid style. The mission churches echoed with the sounds of violins, harps and oboes played alongside traditional Guarani flutes and drums. This musical fusion went beyond mere entertainment. It became a subtle form of resistance, a way for the Guarani to preserve their cultural identity within the confines of the mission system. Through their music, they expressed their joys and sorrows, their hopes and fears in a language that transcended the barriers of language and culture. The Jesuits, perhaps unwittingly, had provided the Guarani with a powerful tool for cultural survival. The Jesuit missions of South America were meticulously crafted and defended by individuals of unwavering faith. These men left Europe to convert and uplift the indigenous communities. Father Roque González de Santa Cruz connected deeply with the Guarani people, baptizing thousands. Father Antonio Sepp von Reinegg, a musician and architect, enriched the mission's cultural landscape. Their efforts often put them at odds with colonial powers, sowing seeds of cultural disruption and resistance. Antonio Ruiz de Montoya, a legacy etched in stone. Among the Jesuit missionaries, Montoya stands out. Born in Spain in 1585, he arrived in the Americas as a young priest. He became pivotal in the Guarani missions. Montoya mastered the Guarani language and created a written form. He defended the Guarani against Spanish colonists and slave traders. Montoya emerged as a fierce protector. He led Guarani warriors in battles against raiders. He petitioned the Spanish crown for Guarani rights. His efforts secured some autonomy for the missions. Montoya's story is a testament to the Jesuit missions' complexity. As we conclude our journey through the Jesuit missions, we reflect on the profound impact these missions had on the Guarani people and the cultural heritage they left behind. Pause 2S. The legacy of the Jesuit missions continues to inspire and educate future generations. While the physical structures of San Ignacio, Miní, Santa Ana and Loreto may have weathered the passage of time, their stories remain vivid in our collective memory. Pause 2S. These missions were more than just buildings, they were centers of cultural exchange, spiritual growth and resilience. The Guarani people, with the Jesuits by their side, created a unique blend of traditions that still resonate today. The echoes of the past remind us to cherish and preserve our cultural heritage. Pause 2S. They teach us the importance of unity, understanding, and respect for diverse cultures. Thank you for joining us on this historical exploration. Until next time, stay curious.